I want to keep pausing it when they come. Nope. No help. I'm about to cry. Like, I'm about to have a... Try not to. Then they said I can't get case management or whatever. I had to reapply for case management, and it's 70 people ahead of me. I'm like... 70 people. I don't know what to do. I'm literally limited. There is nothing that I can do at this point. Only thing is going home. Going outside. And just... That's it. The street is the only other option for me right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so... I can't believe this going on in my lifestyle. Just dazing. I'm just so... I'm not here. They said next week, there's one possible place that I can go to next week. I won't eat the chips no more. Yes, I've tried all of that. They have resources to all of those that they can call around and get me in faster than I can do my own referral. Nothing. Nothing. No, they're not trying to give me housing. Trying to find me shelter for me to stay tonight. But they already went through all their little resources. No luck. Booked and stuff. And they said possibly next week they may be able to give me somewhere next week, but it's not guaranteed.
There's 7 that need to be done. When do you go back?
Oh, so I'm almost done.
And there'll be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I need to make up 3, and then I have the rest.
You just need to come to these days, and when you get here, you'll be done. And we'll try to make some of these up. But if you can come on Monday, and if you don't have the internet, then you see if you can call Palomar, so you can come down here.
Okay.
But if this is going to interfere with you having a roof over your head for that night, don't do it. We'll figure something else out.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Miss Lisa.
I'm so glad I never have to see you again, Lisa.
No, I'm just sad. I really like those classes. It really helped me look at stuff differently with domestic.
I'm anxious to see what you do long term with your life.
Hopefully, good things.
Oh, I know it'll be good things.
Yeah.
And you'll take this with you to share with other people. I know. So don't stress. If you can get to that, that'll be great.
Okay.
If you can't, we'll get something figured out, okay?
Okay, thank you. And this is in here, or is this virtual stuff?
It's still, that's all the virtual stuff.
Okay. So if I wanted to make up my days even sooner, could I come in?
If you want to start coming in, yeah, but you can't, you got to pick one or the other.
No, I want to stay virtual, but you know how you sometimes say, like, on the makeup classes, you can come in?
Yeah, we can schedule you for some of these older ones. We can schedule for these ones that are further out.
Okay.
And I'll look at that. I'm sorry, me being gone for 2 weeks has just been...
No, you're okay.
Jacked.
I'm already knowing. I had COVID twice.
Oh my gosh.
Pregnant the second time.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I made it this whole time and never had it.
It's man, long-term stuff. Your taste buds might not come back.
My taste buds are back. I could smell kind of the whole time, but I will tell you what, I go home, I go to bed. My house looks like a war zone. I'm just like, I'll wash this spaghetti bowl later. And then I walked by the kitchen this morning. I'm like, I can't come in the kitchen anymore.
Yeah. It drains you. All you can do is really just rest it off.
That's all I do.
Yep.
Let me go cut this up and see you.
All right. Okay? Thank you.
Have you got a spot for you for tonight?
She wasn't able to get a spot for me.
Can you not go to the homeless alliance?
She said that they might not be booked. I mean, they might be booked and stuff, and she was going to try to call them. But next week, I might have somewhere that I can stay.
It's got to keep you warm tonight. I mean, you can't think of anybody's house that you can dip into.
Really, I have a lot of family down here, but it's just, I don't really know them. I didn't grow up with them, so it's just like, I've asked them before, and they're just like, oh, I don't have room, but clearly they had room. Had like 2 or 3 extra beds. But it's weird that they'll help somebody, like go adopt somebody and help them, but wouldn't even help their own family. It's weird.
I'm going to say something ugly again, because you know it's how I roll, right? I'll say ugly stuff all the time. And I know you've heard me say this in class, but when I was little, back in the day, they had like Charlie Jesse Raphael and all these other people that were daytime talk show hosts before Oprah. And they had this idea in their head that if you reached out to help another person who was in trouble, you were actually crippling them. And that they needed to just pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And if you reached out to help them, that was
enabling
them up and enabling them to, you know, it was more like disabling them. So think the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, even the early 2000s. So that's 40 years. I mean, people, you can have 3 generations in 40 years. What we know is within that time, people who experience domestic violence lost their kids, lost their housing, lost their faith and hope in their family. Families were ripped apart. Families ripped themselves apart trying to do the right thing. And now we look back and we're like, oh my gosh. I mean, like the whole time I was growing up, which is part of what brought me into this field, I would be like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Help a person out.
Right.
If you have a problem, I have a problem. There's a problem in our community. If you have a problem, I have a problem. Let's
Exactly.
get it fixed. And now they're going, oh my goodness, if you have a problem, we all have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But you're fighting against your granny and your great granny and your mom and your older sister and everybody that thinks. And here's the bad part of it, here's the ugly part. Is people turn their backs on people, and that other person, however, we hope, many of those people still work their way out, and they're like, see, it works. Well, no. They're traumatized. They probably hate you and are just trying to be nice to you at Thanksgiving, because, you turned your back on them and you didn't help when you could have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not right.
It's not.
But they're like, well, that's what we did, and see, she's doing fine, so we did that. No, she did that in spite of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will say society as a whole has been trained to be stupid and harsh, and, it's people, that have your heart and my heart that will change things.
I am going to change the world one day.
Oh, I know you will. I'm ready. I will tell you, I cannot tell you in 20 years how cool it is for me to pick up the phone at another agency or to walk into one of my clients working, And I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing? Because, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But, you and I could, but not out in public. But, yeah, I'm anxious to see what you do. Or I'll have somebody call from, the emergency department, or they're a dentist, or somebody that does hair. And they'll be like, hey, I sent somebody, that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Because you did it.
Yep.
And that's literally how we change things. And that's why I throw so much stuff at you guys, because I want your brain to expand and see it past where you're at. And that's a lot to ask of you, I know, but who's gonna fix it if it's not you and me? Who's gonna do it?
Right. Ooh.
I'll be working up here when I'm 90 with a walker with tennis balls. It'll be all bedazzled with little glittery things. I'll be up here until trying to get the mask.
Yep.
Are you thinking about what size coat your kids need?
Yes. It will be 2T, 3T,
Can you go up and get that while she's trying to get this taken care of? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll move it. The elevator is closed. I'm going to open this door.
Thank you.
Yeah,
There wasn't too much information because they didn't find nowhere for me to go. And if they come down here, we're literally right next door to the police department. They're gonna go straight to jail if somebody tries to take a picture of me. And it's a camera directly right here. People don't understand they can't do it here.
Well, I'm going to try to get a roof over your head first.
Okay.
And the quicker you get to places, the quicker we'll make that happen.
Okay.